Welcome to Planet Hoth. And if you guys saw the first video introducing the story, introducing the key players, welcome to the Hoth Siege. And let me quickly try to run through this and fill you in. The deployment is done already, so I'll go through the deployment, but I have some special rules for this campaign that I want to go through really quickly. Okay, so keep in mind from the story, the orcs and the Necrons are already fighting. And this used to be a Necron Tomb world, but is now overrun with vegetation because the Necrons have been sleeping for thousands of years. So the Necrons awaken with this orc Wa in place. This is the war boss, Demon Killer, who has arrived from the war. And Demon Killer is a possessed orc, basically, working for Skyrak the Slaughterer of the Chosen of Angron Legion. And this is his Wa. Now, something very unique with Demon Killer. Basically, Demon Killer has two orc clans here that he's commandeered. He's basically killed the orc war boss and taken control of their clans. But the two clans are rivals. They don't like each other. So at the beginning of each turn, I have to roll to see if the two clans start to squabble with each other. And he'll basically have to kill an orc to restore order, to stop the two clans from squabbling. So this is his battle force. He has a Squig-Off. He has the Bad Moons clan right here, on the Squig-Off. And then he has, over here, he has another clan, the Goths clan, over here. So he has to, in the course of this mission, he has to also try to keep his guys from squabbling with each other. And as you can see, over here on the side, I'm going to move around so I can get to her. Inquisitor Lord Vespa and Canonist Talia over here. Their Inquisitorial Strike Force has arrived just in time to witness the oncoming Wa. And the Necrons over here have just awoken, and they are defending their keep. They're here defending their keep. So this is the deployment. This is where we are right now. The Necron Lord here in the back, and the orcs are incoming. Now, as a general rule, the Inquisitorial Force is not allowed to be shot at and is not allowed to shoot for the first two turns because they're arriving to the battle late. So the orcs and the Necrons will be duking it out until the Inquisition actually appears. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each unit. There are 3 total units over there, 4 total units over there. I'm going to randomly roll. I'm going to roll 3d6 and a scatter die for each of the Inquisitorial units, so that they randomly appear in different places, as to randomize things, and then they will be allowed to start fighting from there. So that's where we are. This is deployment. Welcome to the Hoth Siege, and this is the first mission where the orcs are assaulting the Necrons' home and in the search for the Infinity Crystal. So welcome to the campaign, and I hope you guys will follow it. This campaign is going to be going about 3 weeks. So each week I'll be posting 1 or 2 missions. Thanks. Turn 1 coming up. All right, welcome back for the end of the first turn. So basically, Demon Killer and his Squig-Off moved up. The Death Dread moved up. The Battle Wagon with the R case moved up. The Killer Can and the boys moved up. The War Track moved up. The War Track shot at this unit of Necrons here, killing 1 Necron. But the Necron Lord brought him back with the Res Orb. Basically over here, the Necron Scarabs went on the offensive and assaulted the war trek here, but in the first round, but didn't manage to do anything. And our case here, the battle wagon was damaged, received a glancing hit from the Gauss flares, so it has 2 hull points left. The Squig-Off, which starts with 6 wounds, Warboss Demon Killer Squig-Off was wounded by the destroyers back here. The destroyers fired in, wounding the Squig-Off. The orcs fiercely started fighting back. The orcs shot everything. 3 zap guns, 2 on top of the Squig-Off here, with the big shooter, the zap gun here, on the R case, the Killer Cans big shooters and the Death Dreads big shooters, the Twin Link big shooters here from the war track, all shot at the Necrons, and the orcs just missed every shot. Just horrible, horrible shooting for the orcs. So the Necrons are pressing their will against the orcs. The orcs had a horrible turn. This last turn was just unable to hit anything. So that's the end of turn 1. Welcome back for turn number 2. And wow, turn 2 saw a lot of damage. The Scarabs came in and took out the Killer Can. And on the assault, they came in and wow. They took down the Killer Can fairly quickly. One Scarab has 1 wound left. The other Scarab still has its 3 wounds. Flayed ones showed up the last turn. The battle wagon kind of redeemed itself with its zap gun and its big shooters. It took out one of the destroyers. As you can see, one destroyer is gone. It took out a destroyer. It was not able to come back, and the Squig-Off took out a few of the Necron warriors. The Squig-Off still only took 1 wound this time around. And then over here on the side, the boy, I tell you, these Scarabs are mean. The Scarabs came over and with some good shooting from the warriors, who got glancing hits on the Dread, and got 2 glancing hits on the Dread, left the Dread with only 1 hull point left, and the Scarabs assaulted it and took the Dread out. So right now the Necrons are having their way with Demon Killer's Orc Horde. They are at the moment the orcs are really getting pounded. The orcs did have a round of good shooting last turn, taking out some warriors and taking out the destroyer. But the Necrons right now are shooting well, and have kind of created a crossfire where the orcs are kind of funneled into this little ravine here, and the orcs are just taking a lot of damage. Now this is the end of turn 2. So the beginning of the next turn, Inquisitor Lord Vespa and the Canonist Talia will be showing up. They're going to be getting into it in this next turn. So stand by. All right, we're back, and this is the end of turn number 3. The Inquisitor Lord Vespa's squad arrived, and basically what happened here, very interesting indeed. Warboss Demon Killer confronted the flayed ones who deep struck in, and he assaulted them with his Squig-Off, and he absolutely destroyed the flayed ones. But there was some quarreling between the Bad Moons clan and the Goths clan, and Demon Killer had to do some orky discipline and put down one of the orcs to stop the squabbling. So the orcs kind of started arguing with each other, and that hurt them bad because that prevented the Goth's unit here from being able to do anything. And as a result, the Necrons took advantage and came in and rapid fired that unit that was too busy cursing at the other orcs, and that unit got cut in half. Also, the Scarabs came in. The Scarabs assaulted the Gretchen, and they're fighting. They're fighting in the swamp here. The hard case battle wagon was destroyed by the destroyer. The destroyer is over here. Necrons also took a lot of damage from Demon Killer Squigoth. He poured down a lot of damage. The Necron dead is starting to pile up. Necrons have 2 units over here. And then over here on the side, as the Inquisitor Lord Vespa squad arrived, they came in and were shot at by the Necron unit that you see here. And as you can see, the guard unit is pretty much gone. The Necron unit rapid fired that unit and killed 11 guardsmen. The priest trying to press his will fires his plasma gun at the Tomb Spider, wounding the Tomb Spider with a single wound. Vespa squad comes down, the sisters, and they rapid fire the remaining Necron squad here, killing 4 Necrons and leaving 5 left. So the battle is raging on and is starting to spread. The sisters now pressing their will, moving in. And end of the turn. So the Inquisitor now coming in. Looks like the Necrons are being sandwiched on both sides, but they are fighting back fiercely. The Necron Lord with the Resurrection Orb watching the battle.